welcome to Ghost Watchers. I'm going to be playing this solo today and I hope you will stay and watch. I have played this game a few times prior with my sister and her friends, and this is going to be my first time trying to get solo. Something about Ghost Watchers that can make it a bit easier than other ghost games is that every ghost has a unique model, which can make it easier to find out what they are. So I am going to be attempting to try and get as many done as I can solo. Okay, so we do not have, the reason I brought UV through is that's normally a telltale sign of what ghosts it can be, and you usually get the footprints here, or here on the front door in this map. So unfortunately we have no footprints, but it is actually a good thing because that means we can immediately rule out the child. The EMF, EMF 3, lovely, so EMF 4? This means the ghost could be in this position. So we have EMF 5. As you can see, the 5 lights on the top, which is useful, but you also have the ones on the bottom, which could mean it could be something else. But it will be safe to assume just EMF 5. So as you can see, you press tab in order to open up your research, and this is what allows you to figure out what ghosts it is. EMF 5, obviously, and we have doesn't leave traces full of footprints. And because I'm only on normal difficulty, we do not have access to the bottom rank. That means drowned and Xiangshi. So with the drowned ghost, the Jesus Star protects you, Holy Fire protects you, Silver Bomb, Golden Bomb protects you, Salt and Fire Salts protect you. The ones down here irritate the ghost, making it more aggressive, but they protect you as well. And it's Xiangshi, Holy Fire protects you, all of the salts protect you, and the Withering Light protects you. So I'm going to keep the Holy Fire on me for now because that protects against both of them, and if the ghost ends up attacking me, I'll be able to immediately figure out which one it's going to be based on the model. Over here on the board you have a few different bonus objectives you can complete in order to get more money, and sometimes you need to do them anyway to figure out the ghost, other times you just may as well do it. Something that's useful with the radio, you can just leave it by itself. Oh, lovely. So that model right there tells us that is Xiangshi. So this is the particle counter, and you need to keep it in the ghost room facing towards the ghost's appearance until it reaches 100%. After it reaches 100, it tells you what the particle count is, and that will end up giving you even more information to determine the ghost. As you can see, I was very close on 85, but not quite there. So now I have to look around to figure out where the ghost has moved to. While you can, you may as well try and turn on lights. It doesn't hurt. Some ghosts actually need you to turn on lights in order to banish it. So it never hurts in the long run. So 500 to 1000, so this is the particle counter obviously, and this one allows you to determine its age. So I no longer have any use for this. I'll leave the radio here, and now we can grab the thermometer. The thermometer only tells you what type of ghost it is, so I don't need it, but obviously I have an objective I need to complete, so it doesn't hurt in the long run. Completing a objective in this game will give you a obvious audio cue, which will tell you you've completed it. So what I'm going to do now is just run around the house and try and find out the ghost's rough position. It could very easily be here. And that is the noise I was referring to. So with that, we can tell from the thermometer it is going to be -5 to 5, which would obviously make it only the shape. So the ghost is traveling away right now. On harder difficulties, that will drop your items, and on the hardest, it actually destroys some of your electronic items. But because I'm only playing on normal, because I'm playing solo, I don't have much to worry about. So that is the thermometer done. I'm going to now need to grab the Ouija board, which is this one, and the voodoo doll. And you need these to determine the age and its mood. The radio also helps to determine its mood. But these are both important items. And what you can do, if the ghost is refusing to interact with you at any point, you can just simply grab this right here and right click. And as you right click, you will say, you anger the ghost. Oh, moving objects. Sometimes it's an objective you need to complete, but it does not matter because that is not what we need. So hopefully we'll end up getting movements on these, but it may take quite a bit longer before we get anything. So while I'm waiting for the ghost, once the ghost interacts with it once, it's going to be constantly interacting. So you can just leave them by as you start doing other things. What we can do, we know it's either senior or ancient and it's a Shang-Chi, so we can guess the mood. So let's say it's calm, the first step will be holy fire, i.e. this torch. If it's concerned, holy fire. Aggressive, holy fire. Or haunting, holy fire. Which means we may as well use this right now. And this is going to be another one we need later on, so I'll just grab it now to save time. So the ghost seems to be interacting more over in this direction, so I should move my items here to hopefully proc them sooner. So we are going to be waiting for this and hopefully get attacked by the ghost. Now, whenever the ghost has a jump scare or a little event like you saw earlier hanging on the wall. Oh, lovely, this is what I mean. So that is the radio that you just heard, and that noise means it is crying, which will make it either calm or concerned. So we need salt next for the calm, and salt for the concerned. So I have those two items in my possession, which means I can get 2 of the objectives done back to back. After that, and that. So this one is moving randomly, which is this one, which will make it an ancient ghost. So we don't actually need salt, we need holy salt, which is more interesting. So now we have guaranteed its age, but we still haven't guaranteed its mood. But based on the fact there's only 2 bits of evidence left, we should be fine at this point. So what I'm going to do while I'm waiting to be attacked, I'm going to look for the cursed toy. This is the cursed mirror. It tells you the position of the ghost in real time. And this is the cursed toy. Sometimes it looks like an abacus, sometimes it looks like a train, sometimes it looks like a pig. It depends. It's random every time. Ah, this is an attack. So as you can see, everything is getting slower and the ghost is about to attack. You need to move towards the ghost in order for it to attack you. That's the noise being it should be attacking. And as I say, holy fire done. So that's step 1 done. Now we will throw the toy in here and capture a ghost on video and take a picture of a ghost. 2 easy ones to do. I will just simply grab the camera, and when it attacks me next, I will protect myself with the holy salt. After this, we're going to need to summon the ghost using a cursed mirror, i.e. this, so we may as well bring it downstairs for ease of access. Silver bomb will also be necessary, and fire salt, finally withering light, and then we'll be able to exercise it. And this is lovely. Let's hope we can get a photo. I am immensely upset that that did not count, which is kind of annoying, but sometimes there's nothing you can really do about it. So next you're going to need Silver Bomb and then Fire Sword. So Silver Bomb, which is this one, and Fire Sword. Going to keep the camera on me because there's still a chance for a ghost photo. What I will do first is summon a ghost. All you have to do is hold the mirror out of the Now the only problem using a mirror is that you only need to ghost or gradually remains in a position. And on harder difficulties that will make you lose your equipment, so not exactly a useful thing to happen, but it doesn't matter at the moment. So we've already determined what the Ouija board is, but we haven't determined the doll yet. It could simply be it doesn't interact with the doll, which I have had a few times, but it's never a good idea to just assume. Yeah, you should always try to at least get the evidence if you can. So while I'm waiting for the ghost, I need to obviously use this next, lovely. Gonna play a risky move here. And that is why you shouldn't. So I hit it with the Silver Bomb, as you all saw there, and it had no effect. Which means it's not concerned, it will be calm, and it needs to be salt. So sometimes you make the wrong call and you have to end up going through the whole thing again, but it's only one item, so it doesn't hurt too much. So the salt is next, then the fire salt, and finally Withering Light, and we can exercise the ghost. So again, all I'm going to do is just wait for the ghost. Luckily I was able to get a photo of the ghost up here, which means all my bonus objectives are done. And one of the things about this game, most of it is waiting, because you got to wait for the ghost to attack you in order to exercise it, which can take a while if you're unlucky. But speaking of the devil, the ghost is attacking us, and it should come from this direction, as we just saw it up there. So we know for a fact now that it's a calm ghost, which means Fire Sword is next. For those of you who don't know, this is the Withering Light, and this is what you need to use to capture the ghost. So again, I'm going to turn on some lights. Now what can happen, I'm going to give you an example. If you turn the lights on too much, then eventually that will happen, and that's one less light you can use to see better in this game. Now, sometimes the ghosts can blow the light bulbs as well, because they can turn them on and off, mostly off. But the point stands, the ghosts can destroy light bulbs, you can destroy light bulbs. So if you're confident enough to play this game without being able to see much, then it's best to leave the lights off until it's necessary, as some ghosts require you to turn the lights on to exercise it, and if all your lights are destroyed, that's the mission failed. So as I said, we're just going to be playing a waiting game now. As you heard, that was the sound of a light being turned off. And this is a lovely TV, isn't it? So just still waiting for the ghost to interact, so this is getting boring. It'll probably be more interesting on the harder difficulties, but I would rather get a bit more experience at this game before I try. I'll probably, depending on how long this takes, I'll probably do one more after. I'll try it on hard and then see what the harm will be. On hard difficulty, you'll usually want to always carry a light on you. Reason being, the ghost will actually, when it goes to kill you, as you say, it runs towards me and does that jump scare, it will make you drop your held item, like this. And if the ghost right by you makes you drop your item, and that's your only item to protect yourself, then it's safe to say you're going to be killed. Oh my god, this ghost must be scared of me. He does not want to have anything to do with me, does he? Perhaps he could be upstairs. Yes, the infamous upstairs trick. Let's hope he is right by us. Yes, he is. Here we go. This is the withering light item. And that is the ghost right there. And that is visual. All in a day's work. And obviously, caught the ghost, get some money, you get XP. And always an app painful. I will be doing one more, mainly because I want to get this little thing right here. 6,000, and I'm 11 short, so isn't that lovely? So let's go again. I'll try on a harder difficulty. Hopefully I can get this done, but it doesn't matter too much if you lose. It's always a learning experience. Right, take a picture of the ghost footprints. That means you could have the UV, or it could just mean you need to use a special type of sword for it. Can't rule out which one yet. Once again, Holy Fire, because that seems to protect against everything. And let's get this done. So first things first, look down, and that right there, that is a child's footprint, which means it's a child. Footprint, baby, child. And yes, I know it doesn't look like a baby's footprint, but that's the model for the game. So we've already figured out what ghost it is. So let's say it's young and calm, we would need a silver bomb, senior aggressive, golden bomb. Either way, we're probably going to need one of the bombs. So we may as well open all the tabs while we're looking around. It won't hurt us in the long run. And I'm going to set up some equipment in the front room, so while I am doing a bonus objective, we can hopefully get some evidence in the meantime. Because it's a lot better to set up this stuff that takes ages early than have to wait forever. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed when he hunts, the door is actually open so you can walk out. On the harder difficulties, that isn't actually an option. You are unable to walk out, which is an interesting move. And I quite like that idea, to be honest. Right, I'm not going to need the thermometer at all now, because obviously we know what the ghost is, and that's all the thermometer can help you with. That is the footprint done. The next one obviously is going to be the taps and a cursed mirror. So I've got, may as well take the particle counter, try and figure out a bit more evidence. So the first place it's going to go is the kitchen right here. There are light switches over here, and oh, the ghost is here. And as you say, he dragged me. Dragging me upstairs. Dragging me all the way upstairs. And as you can see, I no longer have any of my held items, which could be dangerous. So I need to get back to where I was before and pick up my items, which are all here. Right. Now where were we? Only on a tap. So that is one tap done. The next taps I'll be doing on this house is going to be through this way. Gonna come through to this room right here. This is the bathroom. You've got the two sinks and the bathtub. Then we're going to be going upstairs. And you got one more here. I'll see if I can try and get this ghost if he has not moved away too far. 500 to 1,000. So we no longer need this, and we've got what we need. So yes, it's going to be a senior and ancient. So lucky on my half, I picked the right one. I should try. Might not need EMF, but it doesn't hurt to check. Have a quick little look around. Seems to be EMF 3 at the best. So we can go EMF 3. And back to what I was saying. So we're going to be turning on the taps. And I always get lost. I believe it's this room right here. Yes, so that's 1, 2, 3. And that is the objective done. We're going to need the ghost mirror. So I'll grab that. Bring it down here. Come out here. And chuck the mirror into the building. Bam. And now we just need to talk to the ghost on the radio. This one never seems to work. Just chuck it in there. Have a look for this. Still nothing happening with those two. Oh, footprints over there as well, since it's going to be on both. Isn't that lovely? So, golden bomb. We're going to need to find a toy. We are always going to need to move the cursed toy with this ghost. So, moves randomly. That's lovely. So, the Ouija board moves randomly. That makes it an ancient ghost, which means if it's an aggressive or haunted. That's a growl right there, if you hear that. Which would be aggressive. So, radio, growl. So, if it's ancient, well, it's got to be ancient at this point. So ancient and haunting would be a golden bomb, ancient and aggressive, golden bomb. So not the silver one. So I'll put this one back, grab this one. Next step is going to be move any cursed toy. And after that it's turn on 5 light sources. Oh, here we go. As you can see, I'm holding up my torch. So if he hunts me, he will drop. He did not hunt. I moved a bit too far away, so that is my mistake, but the point is that if he's going to hunt, he will drop your held item, so never hold out the item you need, hold out a secondary item. The wiring in this building sucks. So I'm going to be looking for the cursed toy at the moment, because that's an objective I'm going to have to do regardless. And that is one of the things that's recommend for this game, just, here it is. That's one of the things to do, just try and get everything done while you can. Here we go. So I've only got 2 items, so I'm going to end up dropping the torch regardless. Or not, because he decided to do that, isn't that lovely? Wasn't expecting it to be right in my face. So, Hysol's next. One we need to use, but first, toy. Move any cursed toy. Next step is turn on 5 light sources. Let's get that done quick. On my here. 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 Okay, that's the 5 lights. As said, next is going to be Holy Salt. Hold out our secondary item. And what we can do, as I said before, grabbing a fence. So obviously this is what you use to capture the ghost. Nothing kind of voodoo doll, but we know what ghost it is, so we don't need items anymore, just the protection. So all we do is wait. While I'm waiting, I suppose I could try and get the last objective done. Ghost, do you speak? Ghost, can you speak? Do you speak, Ghost? Can you speak, Ghost? Ghost, do you speak? Can you speak? Still don't fully understand the radio limit. Ah, here we go, lovely. So if it's right next to me, I'll need to swap. I'll move too far away again. That's a shame. Guess I'll get back to looking around aimlessly. Ghosty, do you speak? Damn, I'm still out too though. Ghost, do you speak? Ghost, well, that's speaking if I ever heard it. The only issue is I didn't hear the ping telling us that we got the radio objective done. So I'm gonna have to leave that one. Not gonna get anywhere, unfortunately. One thing I do like about the Holy Fire, if you have a look at this, automatically lights candles if you go near them, which is useful. And of course provides its own light source. So this is one of my favourite items. But the issue with it, it's a consumable one. You throw it, it's gone. You need to buy another one if you need it. Whereas if you get stuff like the Jesus statue, the crucifix or the incense, you have 3 uses with them, or charges indicated by the rope on them. So it provides protection 3 times. So they are better, but they don't protect you from as many ghosts. Hey, I mean, I understand why the ghost isn't trying to attack me. It's gonna get exercised. But in my opinion, I think the ghost is just being a big back coward. Well, I deserve that, don't I? Let's hope it's right here. Yep, he is coming towards me right now. That is immensely annoying. Oh, it is trying to speak. Let's job complete. Okay, so top it off, I got enough money for what I want. I caught the ghost on hard difficulty alone, and I leveled up. So all in all, very good. And I will be ending it there. If you have watched all the way through, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. Goodbye.